Hello Virgo, and welcome back to TenPaths Tarot. Today we have a very inspirational reading for you. It is not without some pain. The Oracle card is self-healing. So this is encouraging you to take care of yourself, to realize that you are valuable. And she is starting to look around and see the beauty around her. She's picking flowers. The owl can represent spiritual guidance, but it also represents her own internal wisdom. And that is starting to shine through again. So that's a promise of forward movement. So let's look at your recent past. It started out with two cards. The first one is the King of Mirrors, or the Sojourner. And this traveler is one who stays in places for a time and then moves on. They are always in control of their emotions. And I'm getting the impression that this isn't you. This could have been someone who came into your life, or a situation that came into your life that you were not in control of. You thought you were partnering with them, but they had all of the control and they didn't plan for this to last a long time. This, again, could be a romantic relationship. It could be a work relationship. It could be a friendship. Something that the other person didn't see as permanent, but maybe you did. And so then there was a big change. We have Bella Rosa, or the Devil card. Now she's wearing a mask. So again, someone or something wasn't what they seemed. And she is holding a rose of passion, pretending to be someone she's not, pretending to hold love in the mirror, but she is going to walk away. She is not what she seems, and because of that, there is this big change in outlook. Now, when this change started, you may not have felt believing, or you wanted to not look at what might happen. And you sat still. This is the Seven of Stones. That talks about our earthly life. So a part of this was that you felt like your earthly existence was secure. And you're not going to look out at the landscape. You're closing your eyes to the view, and you feel secure in this cave. We go from that to the Four of Mirrors. And here her eyes are still closed, and she is not looking at the schooling fish around her. She is not going to join them. She feels apart from the crowd, apart from everyone else. Some of that is quite purposeful. Four is a stable energy, but this may not be the most conducive, stable energy to be in. Mirrors is love, and you see the ocean here. There is a lot of love here, but she is closing her eyes to the world around her. And so we're gradually going into this state. This is the moon, and here we are. We have really isolated ourselves now. We're virtually an island. We are the only person on this tiny island, and we are thinking about what we left behind. There is still love around us, but we can't see it for what it is because we've now trapped ourselves in this internal state that we want to be free of. And so then what happens in your current energy? Let's go to the next card. Here you can see the moon. Spirit is the moon, and it is hearing your voice. You may be unaware of it, but Spirit is all around you listening. You fall into deep despair. He has been sitting in this rather depressing environment, maybe drinking a little bit, depending on the person, counting every coin he has because he doesn't see any future. He doesn't think of it growing. He's going to just keep what he has. But Spirit has heard him and says, if you will ask for help, we can lift you up out of this state. We can bring you up and you can rebuild your life. And we want to do that. We don't want to stay in that state where we're closing ourselves off from the world. I suddenly got an image of agoraphobia, if some of you are agoraphobic. And so Spirit is helping you. And some days you're going to feel on top of the world. All of my dreams can come true. Look at all of the dreams around him. Those are the wands. But other days in this transition, you're going to feel like there's no point going on, as though everything is a major loss and you're just stuck forever in this feeling of depression. And so you're going to have many ups and downs, ups and downs. That is going to be a process. Your fear is this devil card. Your fear is that you will never escape the isolation you've built for yourself. If you've been drinking too much or taking drugs, you are afraid you will not escape that. There are bottles around him. You feel like you're in a glass jar and that nobody else has experienced what you have experienced. I can assure you they have. Some more than others, but most people who have lived any length of time have been through this up and down process in one way or another. It will be up to you to get through all of this. Spirit is more than willing to help. What is the potential outcome? That is the Page of Cups. The page represents a new outlook. They are young in spirit, in knowledge. They have a fresh outlook. They may not have a lot of experiences to draw on, but they see the life ahead of them. And they know they have a long way to go, but because they are fresh, the whole world seems new. You can see here his old passions, whatever led to this great depression. And it may have been another person. It could have been a job situation, anything that you imagined it one way, but it turned out to be something completely different and left you disillusioned and spiraling downward. But that memory is falling away. You can see the rose petals dropping. That old image doesn't even look whole anymore. It looks like fragments, and they are seeing a new life ahead. So this is a very positive reading because you are going from disillusionment into a period of depression. You are having to lift yourself up with Spirit's help. Spirit can help, but you're the one who has to go through the ups and downs in the process. Just, I won't say give up all your fears. Good luck with that. But don't let the fear stop you. Don't give up saying, oh, I can't change anything. Because this is saying that you can. And there is a brighter future ahead. And so we're back to that oracle card of self-healing. So it is important to take care of yourself during this time. Realize that we all have those periods of disillusionment. Most people, I think, in the world who have lived any length of time at all have experienced at least one major bout of depression, if not more. And so this is a harsh life process. It is not insurmountable. That is what Spirit is saying. And that is the end of the reading today. Before you go, I would like to ask you to check out this other video. I'm putting a link up. And that's because that video explains why I do some of the things I do while I'm reading. It also asks for your input toward making this a better channel for you. And so it involves no money whatsoever. And just when you get a chance, if you could check it out, I would appreciate it. That's all I have for you today. I appreciate your being here, Virgo, and I'll say bye for now.